What's up, YouTube? For today's video, with a full Fenneken evolution team. 5 years ago, I did this team on Sun and Moon, and we're going to be doing it this time on Scarlet and Violet. There was just a Delphox raid, so I thought it'd be a cool time to give this Pokemon a go and see if it's got any new things about it. It does have a couple of new things which I thought I'd give a go on this team. I'll be using 2 Fennekin, 2 Braixen, and 2 Delphox, and I hope you enjoy. First battle here. I don't really know what the username is meant to mean, but this is a battle on the Poké Portal, and we have got a Haxorus versus Fenneken. So my first Pokemon, Fenneken, is going to be a bit of a meme set, a bit of a Pip Knight specialist. So we've got Flame Charge, Flare Blitz, Thief, and Copycat. Max Attack and Max Speed, Jolly Nature. Focus Sash as the item ability is Blaze. And I'll be going this with like a full-on physical set. Now, I did think the Haxorus may go for a physical move, so it actually went for Dragon Dance, so I'm going to copycat the Dragon Dance on my little Fenneken. Now, Fenneken has got those speed boosts and the attack boost. I thought hopefully it's going to go for a Dragon move, and now it's going to go for Outrage. I'm like, this is beautiful. So I lived on 1 health. Now I've got my Blaze, which is good too, and I'm going to copycat that Outrage, and Outrage is going to be super effective versus the Haxorus. But the Haxorus lived on 1 health because it had a Focus Sash. I'm like, come on, you wouldn't read about it. So I'm a very, very momentous first turn here, people. Oh, but that is the end of Fenneken. I really thought I got him there, but there you go, Focus Sash Haxorus. What's that? I'm not really sure what language these Pokemon names are in, or if it's like a nickname, I'm not sure. Next is Fenneken number 2. This is a Blaze set as well, also a Sash set. Agility, Sunny Day, Solar Beam, and Fire Blast. Max Special Attack and Max Speed, Modest Nature. So I'm sort of getting that Blaze, Fire Blast, Agility to boost the speed, and Sunny Day if I can get that up. It's pretty difficult to get Agility and Sunny Day up at the same time. People, if you enjoyed the videos, if you like them, make sure you hit that like button and drop me a comment below telling me what you think of the Delphox line. Do you like Delphox? Do you like these Pokemon? Tell me all about it. Next Pokemon we got here is going to be Volcarona. Now, all I've got here is a Fire Blast, but a Blaze, Fire Blast, and Fenneken is actually no joke. Watch this. Quality damage there to Volcarona. Volcarona is going to go for a Fiery Dance, and that is the end of Fenneken. Now, Fenneken obviously was going to faint to that. It was only at 1 health, and Volcarona, he gets a +1 as a special attack, so it probably would have been worse if it went for Quiver Dance set, to be honest. Next Pokemon is Delphox. It's a physical set. This is a Terra Electric, Fire Punch, Flame Charge, and Zen Headbutt physical set. We've got some fun memes going on here. I've got the item Assault Vest, and I've got the ability as Blaze. Max Attack and Max Speed, Adamant Nature. It really did need Adamant Nature too. That's going to be the end of the Volcarona, which is good there. I extinguished it with a Fire Punch. Next Pokemon is going to be Rotom or Wash. Now, I was thinking to myself here, well, I could go for a Terra Electric, but I'm not really sure what I want to do. Maybe I should try and get a flinch on it. So anyway, we got a Terra from the opponent, of course. Like, well, they're either going to be Terra Water or Electric, but it turned out they were Terra Ghost. I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. At least I'll be able to use my Fire moves and other coverage moves against that. So they're going to go for a Terra Shadow Ball there. What happens, the washing machine's open, and there was like a ghost inside the washing machine. That could be like a sinister, off-brand sort of form, It could be, instead of a ghost being inside the teacup, it could be inside your washing, right? So you put your t-shirt on, and then suddenly it flies off in public because, there's a ghost inside it. Anyway, that is the end of Delphox. That's probably not a good idea as well to have a ghost inside your t-shirt. Next Pokemon is Delphox number 2. Now, Delphox is an interesting Pokemon. This is probably the best set I've got. So I've got Fire Mist, Psychic Carmine, and Terra Blast Grass. Now, this has got Max Special Attack and Max Speed. Magician is the ability and no item, because I want to steal an item with Magician. Now, I question people. I did get a Delphox sweep. Would you like to see a Delphox sweep? I don't actually think I've ever done one uploaded one on my channel before. So let me know if you are hyped to see a Delphox sweep in the comment section. It was, had some pretty funny battles to say the least. So Delphox is going to go for a Calm Mind here. It's going to be boosting its special attack and special defense. Now, I'm thinking I could go for all that Calm Mind to able to live that Shadow Ball a little bit better, and then I could attack it you know, with a more powerful move. So Shadow Ball is going to do donkeys. It's like a 3-hit KO. And I was like, you know what? I can go for a Terra Blast, Fire Blast here. I decided to go for Fire Blast. However, my opponent's going to swap out and they're going to go into a Clefkey. So I'm assuming they'll probably expect me to go for another Calm Mind, and then they're going to go for a Light Screen, and that's going to get cooked by Fire Blast, and Magician steals their Light Clays. I'm like, yep. Yeah, that's very, very good for me because they won't be able to set the screen up. Out comes King Toilet. Now, there's not a lot I can do. Obviously, I can go for Fire Blast, but I smell a rat. I'm thinking they're probably just going to go for Sucker Punch. They didn't have Supreme Overlord, though. So, like, it's got Defiant, but I still wasn't confident. So I swapped out into Braixen here, and then went for Kowtow Cleave. I was like, damn. Anyway, Braixen is a bit of a bulky set. It's a bulky Fire Spin Wish Willow Miss set with Protect. So I decided to go for Willow Miss. I thought, at least if I burn King Toilet, that way its attack is not going to be too threatening. So I go for Willow Miss, and it doesn't miss, and King Toilet gets burned. Imagine getting burned on the toilet. So anyway, we got that burn there, but unfortunately for me, King Toilet is eating a very nice snack on top of the toilet, and it is going to heal itself. Here comes another round of Kowtow Cleave there, and that is the end of the Braixen. It is a max health, max special offensive set, and I've got Everlight Blaze as the ability and item. I'm going to bring back in the Delphox now that the coast is clear. I'm sure they don't have Sucker Punch now, and I'm just going to go for a Fire Blast. Fire Blast unloads on the toilet, and that is the end of King Gavin. So that's a good... I could have gone for... maybe I played a little bit too safe there, but, you know, Delphox was quite an important Pokemon on this latter ends of the battle. So in comes the Rotom again. Now, I know that I can outspeed this thing already. I wasn't sure if it had a... I wasn't sure what other moves it had besides Shadow Ball. I thought, well, you can't really hit me with too much outside that. So I'm going to go for Calm Mind, and that's going to give me like a lot more base power. So I should be able to, you know, one-shot this Rotom now. So Rotom is going to be going for that Terra Shadow Ball. Now, that doesn't do that much damage to me, same as before. However, it does drop my special defense. I'm like, okay, well, I absolutely have to attack this set. I hope that I don't miss. It didn't miss, which is really good. And that is the end of the Rotom Wash. Now, there's one more Pokeball left here. This is a very competitive team, by the way, and is Magnezone. I'm in the zone. So what I thought here, I'll give them a taste of the Braixen. This is my other set, and this is also a more of an Everlight, but it is like a sweeping set. So they got a lucky crit there with Body Press. We got Hypno Miss, Flamethrower, Calm Mind, and Stored Power. I'm going to see if I can torch him with the Flamethrower. Magnezone holds on, and now it's going to go for a Thunderbolt. And Braixen is bulky, so it's able to live that. And I can see the Magnezone has got the leftovers. So this is a max special attack and max speed set. I'm just going to go for Flamethrower again, and they cancel the battle right at the end. All they had to do was play the battle out. That was like... I don't know, man. I feel like that's like bad sport, you know. They had a really competitive team there. They should have just played out the battle. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's get that salt flowing, and let's get on to battle number 2. This is the battle against the illustrious Pip Knight 2, or it could be Pipbot. The same person has been trolling me since X and Y days, so I wonder what they've got in store for us today. So we got a Annihilate lead. I've got my little Fennekin. So Fenneken is going to go for a copycat here. I was hoping that outspeed me, and unfortunately I outsped them, so I'm going to go for my last Flame Charge again. I was going to try and copy that Focus Energy. I guess that's the only bad thing about having a speed boosting move and copycat, is there is a high risk of copying your own move. Anyway, so I'm going to have I'm facing a special Annihilate here. And I went for the Flare Blitz, but this is pretty bulky, so I was able to hit multiple Thunders from down under on my little Fenneken. That credit the Enyo. It really mattered there. I should have lived that. Next Pokemon is going to be Fenneken number 2. Fenneken should be able to take this out. It's going to go for Drain Punch, so it's a mixed sweat meme set with Thunder and Drain Punch. I got that Focus Sash, which is good. And it's going to get a lot of health back. So, like, I wonder how much my attack is going to do, because I went for Fire Blast and Agility combination here. So, I've got the Agility up, and now I know that I'll be able to outspeed Annihilate. I landed the Fire Blast, which is great. It's a Blaze set, and that is going to be the end of the Annihilate, which is awesome. Now I've got, like, a really powerful sort of Fire Blast. Out comes Extremely Speedy, which is Dragonite, but it didn't go for Extreme Speed. Oh, maybe they're trying to trick me with these names, you know. I got a crit there, which is pretty funny, and I got a burn. Like, wow, it's that's really lucky getting crit and a burn on the Fire Blast. Dragonite's going to unload a Water Pulse, and that is the end of Fenneken. It's a special Dragonite. But I smelled a rat because I seen that Water Pulse. I'm thinking, do they have Thunder Wave or something like Parafusion? Like, seriously. Anyway, so I'm going to see if I control them. I'm going to go for Zen Headbutt, see if I can get a flinch here. Dragonite is going to go for a Roost. So it's got Roost and Water Pulse. I know this thing's got Thunder Wave. I can feel it in my bones, right? My scum detector is going off. So Zen Headbutt misses. Yep, Twister. Oh, I see. So it's a flinching set. I'm interested so what the other move is now. So it's obviously a flinching Twister and like everything like around just pure scum. So Dragonite's going to get flinched by the Zen Headbutt. I'm going to unload another Zen Headbutt, and that is the end of Extremely Speedy. Extremely Dead now, which is good. So that's 2 Pokemon down. Next Pokemon is Quackquavel. Now, this is called Aqua Stepping, and I bet it doesn't have Aqua Step. So I'm going to see if I can get that powerful attack off there. And I got Thunder Punch off, which is pretty good damage there. I'm going to go for another one. Quackquavel is going to faint. It was a special Quackquavel. It actually surfed at me. So next Pokemon is going to be... we've got... I was like, I should go for Fire Blast here. Sorry, Fire Blast, Fire Punch, but it's going to outspeed me. Power is very speedy. It seems to be a special set too. So I'm like, all right, since it's a special set, I know that I can tank that out, and we'll see if it can get that Fire Spin combination going. However, it's got Sheer Cold, and it landed on the very, very first go. I guess I can't say too much after that Diggle Evolution team the other day. If you know, you know, right? Next Pokemon is going to be Delphox. I was like, well, Delphox can go for Fire Blast. I mean, real talk, I could probably take this out with an Ember. Dank Pulse does a lot of damage, and Fire Blast misses. You wouldn't read about it. They tried to disrespect me with a Powder Snow, and I lived. I'm like, that's what happens when you try and disrespect and you try and troll. It backfires when you use Fire Blast. Like that's happened to me a lot of times now. I'm trying to finish the opponent off with a weak move, and they lived on 1 health. Anyway, next Pokemon is going to be Time to Collide, and I don't think it's got Collision Course. Oh, of course, it's got Mud Slap. So, Mud Slap is going to disrespect my Delphox. Now, I've got one more Pokeball left, and it is Braixen. This is the... I don't know if I got to use this for... Oh, no, I used this against a Magnezone last time. This is a Terrifier set, so I've got Hypnosis, Flamethrower, Calm Mind, and Stored Power. So, Stored Power is going to be stacked with all those Calm Minds, and I've got Tip Nature, Max Speed, and Max Special Attack with an Everlight and Blaze ability. So, go for that Terra Psychic. Unfortunately, this has got Snarl as well, which... really sucks because it's going to drop my special attack. The good thing about it, I did put the Koraidon to sleep, so it's going to be sleeping. Imagine sleeping on top of a tire, you know. That'd be very, very uncomfortable. Like, you know, just you wake up and you're on top of a tire. I feel like I don't know, I'm getting like run over or something. So I'm going to go for a Calm Mind here. I got to get back those boosts that the Snarl actually did to me. At least I'm getting special defense boost. So it's going to wake up and go for a Mud Slap. Of course it is. I'm thinking they're just going to try and drop my accuracy and use Snarl to, completely shut down my Braixen set. So I went for another Calm Mind because I thought the Koraidon I may get one more turn of it to sleep. And now it's going to go for Fire Blast. So the set is Fire Blast, Mud Slap, and Snarl. What is going on? So I went for a Stored Power anyway. I really didn't have a lot to lose here. Koraidon is going to live there due to the Snarls it did for me, or the Snarl it did to me earlier on. Now, Snarl's not going to do very much damage to me. However, it is going to drop my Stored Power damage. Good thing it was a 2-hit KO. So that's the end of the Koraidon. Last Pokemon is Flutter Stutter. Oh, I get it, Flutter Stutter, because you got to start a reading. I understand. So we got a Terra here. I'm like, oh, what do a Terra this is going to be? So it is going to be Terra Normal. I'm like, all right, Terra Normal Flutter Mane. Like, what could this possibly be? I thought they might try and go for an Astonish, but they're going to go for Terra Normal Giga Impact Flutter Mane. I'm like, yep, I'm not probably going to be able to live that one. And that is the end of the Braixen, and that is also the end of the second battle against Pip Knight 2. Maybe next week we'll see Pip Knight 3, Pip Knight 4. Who knows, people? We'll never know who this random person is. And let's get on to battle number 3. This is a battle against Super Exodia Spammer, and we have another Koraidon. I mean, I'm sick of these Koraidons already. This one better not have Mud Slap. So I've got my Fenneken lead here, and I'm thinking, well, this is not a very good matchup at all. So we've got that Sun going here, and we're going to go for an Agility here. So I outspent the Koraidon. I was like, okay, that's very interesting. Wonder what it's going to use. Koraidon has Unleash Counter, so it's a counter Koraidon. So Koraidon swapping out, and in comes Sandy Cheeks. So Sandy Cheeks is actually going to get that boost there in its stats. It's going. Let's see what boost it gets. What's it going to get? A speed boost. All right. I'm still thinking I'll be able to outspeed it. I'm going to see if I can cook it with a Fire Blast. Fire Blast does good damage. I'm happy with that. Now, we're going to have the leftovers on the Sandy Shock, so it's going to be able to get some help back. It's a Zap Cannon set, and Zap Cannon lands on the first go. Come on. So it actually outspeed my Fenneken after the agility, and I'm going to be paralyzed because Zap Cannon landed. So I actually went for a Solar Beam here, and I managed to get the Solar Beam off because I got through the paralysis, which is fairly surprising. So anyway, thank you, Koraidon, for that Sun. It was very nice of you to allow me to go for that. And Sandy Cheeks is, well, it's not going to have Sandy Cheeks anymore. You know when you go down to the beach, right, and you're going for a swim, and then you sit on the beach, and then you get up, and you've got Sandy Cheeks. We're going to peck Zapdos, and that is the end of my Fenneken. That was just mean. Next Pokemon is Fenneken. I've got to get rid of this Peck Zapdos. It's a threat. Look how much damage it's doing. It's a two-hit KO. So I got my Flame Charge off. We've got to outspeed this Zapdos. This is serious business. And then it outsped me again. That Peck animation is something else. So I've lost 2 Pokemon to Peck so far. It's man, it's not very good. I'm nearly going to have to quit Pokemon. So Zapdos is going to be swapping out. Out comes Flittle. What is this going to do? It's got that little pink tutu. You can see my Assault Vest too. Flittle secretly wants to put the Assault Vest on top of the tutu. So I got some pretty good damage there from the Flame Charge, and I went for another one. So who knows what that Flittle set is? Who knows? It could have been anything. It was probably a physical set. So that's the end of the Flittle. Now the next Pokemon to come in here is going to be Koraidon. Like, all right, this is probably going to use Counter. I want to see if I can get a flinch with Zen Headbutt, and if I get that flinch, it should be a 2-hit KO. So go for Zen Headbutt, good damage there, hoping the flinch, and I didn't get it. And Delphox is going to be fainting there, man. This is pure assault so far. Next Pokemon is Braixen. So I'm like, all right, it's fine. I can go for a Stored Power or a Calm Mind combination. So we got the Koraidon swapping out, and in comes Pormo. I mean, it could be Poor Mont too, but it's sort of just, I don't know, I guess it had a little bit of a growth spurt. So no, Pormo stood up, and that's what a Pormo is, from baby Pormy to Pormo. It just stands up. So go for Stored Power, pretty good damage there, but it managed to live it quite well. So it's definitely an Everlight set. Now, Pormo's going to go for a Sweet Kiss. So it's just one of these annoying sets that's going to confuse me. It's probably going to have like other status beyond that as well. And it's going to be a Terra normal Pormo. So I was like, I wonder what this is going to be. I wonder what moveset it's going to have. So it's Terra normal. It's going to have to use a normal move, surely. Or they're just making themselves like bulky. So Braixen's going to hit itself in confusion. Of course it is. How could it not? And it's going to have Slam. The old Tim Tam Slam is missed. And Slam's actually is absolutely like trash. So real talk. So I'm going to go for the Flamethrower. And that is the end of the Slam Terra Normal Sweet Kiss Pormo. Wow, what a set. So that's the end of the Sun, and out comes Zapdos. I'm like, all right, this is fine. Hopefully I can take this thing out. Zapdos is going to go for a Fly in the sky. So I went for Flamethrower. It's going to go for the Fly. Fly is actually doing a pretty good amount of damage, so it's definitely max attack. I tried to get a KO here. Zapdos lives. It was so close. Zapdos is going to fly high in the sky again. I don't really want any of my other Pokemon taking that damage, so Braixen is going to be fainting it. But that's okay. I've still got 2 more left. I've got another Braixen and a Delphox left. So swapping in my... This is a really good shiny as well. Out of all these Pokemon, like Fenneken, Delphox, and Braixen, I think I like Braixen shiny the best. So I'm going to go for a Fire Spin, Disrespect, KO, and I got it. That was payback for the Peck, you know. Very much payback. And then it stores its like little flaming stick in its tail or something. Does it actually put the fire out in its tail? What the heck? It puts it. Look at it. Ready? Watch this. So here comes Killer Watcher. I tried to go for the 4 protects in a row, Blissey Kid. So I went for the Fire Spin Protect combination. If you haven't seen the epic Butterfree sweep, that's the Blissey Kid. So what? Let me give you a real quick loadout. So the Blissey, this kid that uses the Blissey Riot says that they're unlucky after they get 4 protects in a row. It still is like rent-free in my mind today. Anyway, back to the belt. Sorry about that. So I finally missed a protect and then rewarded for that by getting paralyzed. So Braixen cannot do a lot of damage here. I'm still wondering. wondering, does it put it inside of its tail? Like, inside of its tail, is there like a little thing of water it puts it inside and it puts it out? I don't know. Or does it blow the flame out before it like stows the stick away? Regardless, here we go. We got Delphox. Just some thoughts, you know. So we got a Thunder Kilowattrel. It's doing a lot of damage into me, and I'm going to go for Psychic. So this is good, you know. It's like, let's go for that Psychic, take Kilowatt Wrap. So I actually got a Magician here. I got a Choice Scarf. Choice Scarf, like, this is game, you know. The Koraidon is going to get outsped because I'm locked in the Psychic. This is perfect. So in comes the Koraidon here. Koraidon, guess what? Koraidon is going to get very, very lucky, because if you remember earlier on the game, that Zapdos was a Choice Scarf set. And I just sold a Choice Scarf from the Kilowattrels. That was 2 Choice Scarfs on their team. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, that's a lot on one team. There's a 3rd Choice Scarf user, and it has Takedown. And that's the end of my Delphox. And that's also the end of the battle. I don't want to see another Choice Scarf ever again in my life, all right? This battle will never happen. Peace out, people.